Simon Webb, I can't reason you out of a position you have been reasoned into. You say NHS is in crisis because of immigration. You say our population has increased but the number of hospitals, ambulances or nurses haven't. You never let the facts get in your way. The reason NHS is in crisis is because your taxes are not spent on hospitals or infrastructure. By now you ought to know well 350 million a week to be spent on hospitals was yet another lie. It's not happening. It is all nice and well looking for scapegoats, peddling lies about uncontrolled immigration, but you don't want to face up to reality. There is a major issue with nurse recruitment and retention, and there were almost 47,000 nursing vacancies to be filled in health and care settings in England this year. Our NHS is in serious decline, struggling to recover not just from the impact of the pandemic but also 2016 referendum, a self-inflicted wound. On that I can't fail but notice COVID looks like a blessing in disguise for all those politicians who can chuck the blame on virus for their wrongdoings. This is not result of uncontrolled immigration but budget cuts which led to the number of staff falling. Those vacancies and infrastructure are meant to be paid from taxes this country gets. Guess what? Immigrants pay taxes too. For some bizarre reason you ostracize immigrants instead of facing reality. This is all despite the facts my wife pays into the national purse more in taxes than you ever had. How much income tax do you pay a month? £200? £300? My wife pays double that. Her last payslip shows SHW paid over £740. Her income tax for previous month was £650. She pays on average £450 a month into national insurance. Can you match that? In your dreams. My wife has paid into national purse for nearly 20 years. How about you? You're in your late 50s and you said you spent 10 years in Israel. That leaves you with about the same years of national insurance and pensionable service as your average hard-working immigrant. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in terms of building our NHS, you're not doing any different than our average immigrants. My wife is one of many immigrants who pay into national purse and helps building NHS. I am sorry to break it to you, but the NHS is funded mainly from general taxation supplemented by national insurance contributions. By the looks of it you are barking at the hand that's feeding you, son. You should be more grateful. Don't hide behind your mum and dad. They're gone. That was then, this is now, boy. I am sorry to break it to you, but between 2001 and 2011 immigrants from the EU countries contributed to the fiscal system about 12% more than they took out. Immigrants from outside the EU paid into the system about 3% more than they took out. So rather than being a drain on the UK's fiscal system, immigrants have made a net contributions to its public finances. Right, I will leave you looking for those 350 millions a week that will save the day.